Search of the way out of our security woes continues. Now, the search for a lasting solution. President Muhammadu Buhari met with heads of security agencies and some ministers at the presidential villa in Abuja. The meeting was convened after recommendations by the National Council of States to seek ways of addressing this country's security challenges. Babajide, yes, it's not a new thing for the president to be meeting with security chiefs, and there's always this meeting, very crucial meeting, with all head of all the Nigerian Armed Forces, and everybody will come together, National Security Advisor, Minister of Defense, and what are they going to do that is different from what they have been doing now after the Council of State meeting?
That is the million-dollar question. The president said he's going to be more ruthless with terrorists and bandits. We want to see the plan rolled out. We want to see in concrete terms the steps that will be taken, and we want to begin to see those steps yield dividends. Nigerians are tired of these soundbites. President wants, the president meets with service chiefs. Now, to what end? That's the question that people will ask. To what end? What are we going to see differently? Because Nigerians desperately need to see a change in the situation. Even some of the places that we thought were safe, that these days we are recording all kinds of nasty experiences in those places. We can't have a nation that will be held by the jugular by miscreants. It just shouldn't happen. And the earlier we show to these guys that they are not bigger than the state and that the state will crush them, the better for everyone. It's important for the president to make sure that the service chiefs, the NSA, and other people connected with security, especially at the federal level, come together and devise a plan, a winning strategy. Because it's that winning strategy that we are not seeing. There are steps that we have suggested on this program, like having a coordinated military campaign against bandits in the contiguous states. I have suggested this so many times, and we had the governor of Kaduna State also saying the same thing, that anything short of a coordinated, simultaneous military campaign against them will not yield the dividends. Because once you launch an attack here, they will run away, enter another place, another state, where we have forests linking all the way. You can move, link forest, one forest to another, all the way from Niger State to Breningwari up to Kebbi State, up to Sokoto, up to Zamfara. So how do you then think that piecemeal military campaign can solve the problem? No, they will keep escaping. And the more they escape, the greater the potential of them even becoming bigger and bigger, because those of them who are angry will move out from a group and form their own, making it very difficult to pin them down. And then their leaders, we must identify their leaders and take them out. We know the leaders already, but how many of them have we taken out? You can imagine Truji granting media interviews.
Now,
did he not grant interview to the Trust TV? Hour-long interviews. What the hell? So are you surprised that people are singing his praise? In fact, in the song, the guy was comparing him to the elephant, that the elephant is the king of the desert. That's a terrorist, a bandit. Until we take decisive steps, it's those steps that I want to see. As I was coming here, I was reading that in Gaydam, Boko Haram entered Gaydam again. This is a town where they once sent our people packing, and some of them ended up in Niger Republic. They entered Gaydam and slaughtered 10 people, with knife, because they found them in a brothel. and then they set ablaze government school. So it's still the problem of insecurity that has to be addressed. That's the biggest problem confronting the government, and the government must find that solution.
This government looks powerless, as in the kind of seem they are overwhelmed, and even Bishop Martin Coker, the Reverend Father of the Bishop, Catholic Archbishop of Sokoto, it's actually made mention of it, and the spokesperson to the government, they took on him, and it was as if it was a personal thing, and the way they replied as Martin Coker, as if he wasn't saying anything, he was saying something far from the reality and far from the truth.
Well, you see, the truth of the matter is that when you are cocooned there in Aso Rock, or you have any relationship with Aso Rock, it seems as if you are blinded to the reality that is in the outer
far away
world.
from reality.
Yes. Just as you have said, Father Coker has not said anything new. And I'm amazed. We were discussing it somewhere today. I'm amazed that the government spokesman even had the temerity to reply
responding to him.
I mean, the man has said the stark truth. All you needed to have done is either not to say anything or to even ignore and let it boil over. Now, to the meeting that the president is holding or has held today with the security chiefs, I think it is only for the media mention. And I will be damned if tomorrow any editor worth his salt will put it on the front page, because it has become a routine thing. The president holds security meeting, tells the service chief, don't do this, don't do that. The next day, something was
marching orders.
Exactly. And all to what effect?
The riot acts.
All those things don't matter anymore. What Nigerians require is for actions to be taken. How many times it's just like you run a newsroom and there is fire in Apapa, and then the editor will now summon reporters that go to Apapa and go and cover it. No editor will summon because the reporter, the first thing to do is to go there. So if you come back and you don't have a story, your job is gone. So what happens when there is crisis somewhere? They say the president has directed the Inspector General of Police to go. What direction does it need? Does it need to be told what is to be done? Look, we are tired of all these holding meetings. It's like what the late Olarotimi did in one of his plays, holding talks. You sit down and start talking until the problem overwhelms you. That is where we are today. The Boko Haram thing and the kidnapping started like a small bushfire. But because no actions were taken, it became a nationwide thing, and it became a cankerworm and a cancer that we are fighting seriously now. Something that we should have curtailed when it was small. We refuse to curtail it. It has grown now. You are now summoning service chiefs and minister of this and that every time. To what end? Nigerians are tired of this.